Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with another video finishing up the cover for the Beloved Beauty Journal, as well as putting ephemera in. This is a chunky monkey. I don't know if this is how I'm going to have the closure. I am just really at odds with myself over it. I just wanted to get something on it to close it, but this is how chunky she is. Absolutely beautiful. I always put the signatures in, and then when I start adding I think, oh, I don't have enough pages, it's not going to be full enough, and then this happens. Let me just show you this little dangle. This is an old earring from my stash. Somebody gave me a bunch of old jewelry, and so I thought this was perfect for this dangle on the cover. So that's that. Get that out of the way. So I'm going to do a quick flip through of what we've done so far, and then the last thing that we're going to do is add some really simple tags and journaling cards into some of the tuck spots that are still available. I'm going to show you first the pieces that do not work in this, I will not be using in this journal. I still hope to use some of these. These were that master board that we had that I hadn't done anything further with. So we'll see if we can use any of those in this process. I just pulled some random simple parts from the pieces from the kit to see if we can use that, and then some pre-cut fussy cut stuff. So and then I've got basically what we have left is we have some over the page clusters to use, and those can be purely decorative. They don't have to really have a purpose. And I've got some paper clips and things like that that I thought would be fun to put in here. Before I do that though, I'm going to grab a couple pieces of coffee dyed paper in case I want to make some writing spaces really quick. Let me just grab a few over here, and then we can go on from there. I like to use fold these as a trifold, then we've got writing spaces within the journal. But this is how she turned out on the front, and then that's a view of the top and the bottom. I love all the different kinds of laces. I will be putting beads on the signature strings off camera, and I'll show that in the final flip through. So we ended up putting this on the inside cover because it was too wide for any page in the journal. So this is that beautiful piece that we did. This is a video on camera, so on the playlist. So we've got lots of writing space. I did do some stenciling on the edges just to kind of jazz things up a little bit. Not real worried about all of this. Some of our clusters and things will be able to go on some of those pages, which we'll do together here. So this is our hidden journaling spot. I think we did that on camera in the last video, and then I just used this one as a little journal card and tucked it in there. We left that as a tuck spot, which is beautiful. And then I did one of the hidden journaling spots here, same thing, it pulls out to this side, really simple. We're going to put some kind of a tag or journal card in here if that isn't open for a tuck. And then this piece we did on camera, I believe I used this to stick it in here. This is not an actual pocket. If we undo this paper clip, this actually flips down, and I apologize you can't see. So probably what I'll put in here is a piece of writing paper. But we'll see. A lot of this I finish up off camera because new things occur to me as I'm going along. So I've got these spiral paper clips that I thought worked great. This is the flip, the thing that's attaching this to the other side, and I just used this envelope which was supposed to go in that other piece in the cover, and it didn't work out. If you saw the previous video, you'll know why. And then we've got a little dangle here that's holding on this scrappy tag. This is a very recent video that I did. You can check that out, but we do need to kind of have something to hold it in place there. So we've got a little bit of a charm there. And then this will need a journal card to go in here. One of these would probably be really pretty in here. So we'll see. That's actually a pocket, but we'll see. We're going to work on that together today. So we've got a little bit of writing space here. A person could actually write on here as well. And again, writing space, I did do some stenciling there. And then this pocket was also really, really big. I don't know where my head was when I made this, but I had to cut off both edges, re-round the top, and then stick, and then re-glue this is vellum, or this is actually transparency here, so I had to glue that back on, but it worked out fine. Stuck a couple of pieces in there. The other scrappy tag is right here. That is a part of the other one. And then this went in really well. We did this on camera. This is absolutely delightful. I just absolutely adore this. And it glued on really, really well. This is our other hidden journaling spot. She opens up to this side, like so. And then I just glued her on the two sides here and here, so that we could use this as a tuck, because this is a really large tag. And I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do with it? And it works perfect here, and it goes with that page. So it was really coordinating nicely. I did have to trim it up a little bit because it was a little bit tall and wide. So that's that. And then we've got, I'm not really doing anything with this. I feel like the recipient, Sherry, if she wanted to, she could come in here and put some photos on here, or do whatever. But I like to see some of those beautiful pages. This one could be written on. And then this is another one that's a tuck. We glued it on two sides, and it's also got a tuck here. So some of these I will put a folded piece of paper in. Others I'll put a really slim profile journal card or tag. And then this, this is the very first piece I created for this journal, so I really want to make sure it gets included. Even though this journal is really bulky, I'm going to leave it here in between. And then I'm not doing anything with that. That's great writing space. And this I just think is visually nice. We might put a cluster or something on there, I'm not sure. And I don't do anything with the vellum pages. I think they're just pretty like they are. We might put something here in this corner. We'll see. And I apologize if the air conditioner is loud. I had it off all morning as I've been working in here, but it got really warm, so I had to turn it on. So again, great writing space. We'll put something on this page probably. And then I used this paper clip. This is from a previous make, and it's got, let me show you it, because I didn't do a video on this. I hope to in the future, but it's a paper clip that you wrap your paper around the big part of the paper clip, and then you do another one for the little part so that it is completely concealed like that. And it is epic. Look at that. So it looks pretty on both sides. So that is in here to hold this swing tag in place, because again, you can't really put this kind of a tag in a pocket, because it just will not work. So I thought this was perfect, and it went with it. It's got the same lace and everything, not planned. Made this in a previous journal. I didn't use it. So this is the one we struggled with in the last video, but again, it turned out really, really great. So so she's really cute. She's got a couple of journaling cards in there. And I did some stenciling on this page. I did stenciling throughout. I'll be doing dangles on these off camera. I don't do beading very well on camera, so I'm going to be doing that on my own. Just stenciled that little word grow there. And again, lots of journaling space. Even though this is a little bit darker, it could be journaled on, or Sherry can. Maybe I'll give her some photo corners or something like that, so that if she wanted to, she could stick photo corners and stick a photo in there. But also there'll be paper clips on top of these that she'll be able to just tuck things under too if she wants to. I'm not doing anything with this. I just wanted this to be as it is. It's so beautiful just like it is, so I left that alone. Again, don't do anything with the vellum. Might put a cluster or something on here, we'll see. Great writing space. And we're in this last signature here. And I think that one of our pockets will go back here. This one probably, our little pouch. So let me just stick that in there so I don't forget. Actually, it makes it hard to work in, so I will put that in later. So as usual in my journals, a lot of times the last signature has the least amount of stuff, because by the time I get to it, I'm like exhausted. But lots of writing space. I love this. I just want to leave those words, those songs open like that. This is a great writing space here. And we've got that beautiful girl, and I did some stenciling here, but we can write around it or over it for that matter. This is another journaling spot that I did. This was a design team project for Rockwell Design Crafts, so this is one of the things I did for her, but it should be in the Beloved Beauty playlist as well. And it's glued down. This was intended to be glued on the side of a page, but I thought, oh, it works perfect here. This is not a tuck or anything. I just thought it went really well with this bit, and really complements it. She can write here and here if she wanted to. And then we've got this one I glued the tag on 3 sides, I think. Oh no, this is the flip tag. So, oh, it's stuck. This is that flip tag that opens like a book. So it's glued. It's only open right here. So I just stuck that little card in there, but she can journal on this. And I just stamped on that kind of ribbon stuff. And then this is our CD flip, which I love. Epic, epic, epic. Love it. And it's got 2 journaling cards. I'm not going to pull them out. I'll do more in the flip through. So turning the page again. Why isn't this opening? There we go. So we've got writing space here. Again, nothing on the vellum. Of course, she could write on here if she wanted to, or doodle or whatever. Put some stenciling on that page because it was stark white. This page in the signature was an afterthought, so I didn't ink it or anything, and it wasn't double printed on the other side. So writing space again. And this one is glued also on this side, these edges, and so it's also a tuck spot. And then I glued this. I was able to get all 3 of these mixed media index cards into index card pockets. So it's got a tuck here and it's got a tuck here. So we'll be stuffing something in there. These are tricky because the ephemera piece itself is really tight and intense. It's really it's just thick, I guess, so it's a little bit trickier to use. So, and then this one, same thing. Oh no, this one is actually paper clipped in because it is a tag that can be written on the back. So there's that. And then we did this on camera where we put this bigger pocket thing on the back of the journal. So let's get going and see what we can do here. So I'm going to flip to the front again. I love the way that these are put together. So because I didn't film this, what I do is I take chipboard. I take 3 pieces of heavyweight chipboard and I cut them. I cut 2 pieces the size of the journal, which is 6 by 9, and then I cut a separate piece that is the spine, which in this case is 3 inches by 9 inches. And then when I lay them out, they have this gap in between, and that's what allows this cover to just flop. And I love that, and that's what makes all of these flop. Just look at the floppiness. I love it. It still can be tricky to write in, but it can be done. So let's see what we need to fill in here. Let's start with some of our embellishments here. Let me show you what I've got here. Let me just get these out of this basket. So we've got some clusters here, which I would love to be able to use some of them, not all of them. We've got some over the page clusters, so let me separate those out. I should have done that, I'm sorry, off camera. But I think there's 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. And then some of these were made previously, even though they were made with the paper that I'm using in this journal. So I think I'll definitely use that one. And usually when I do these, I glue them on 3 sides or 2 sides when they're big, and then I can use it as a tuck. So this is a little bit fragile in here, but it'll be okay. So I like that one. These are some paper clips that will be great for securing some stuff. So let me put paper clips over here. That's a cluster. This is a paper clip from a different journal or different time. It's not something I did for this journal, but it opens like that. There's our hidden paper clip. This one has to come up from the bottom because it was upside down, which is okay. Another cluster, so I'm going to put clusters over. Oh, this is a tea bag. This is one of the tea bags. So look at this. It's got a little pocket. We definitely want to use some of these. So let me set that over there too. Let me get all of those. I think there were 4 of those. Probably won't use them all for this journal, but I'm going to put them together. I'm not going to, definitely not going to be able to use all this. There's a ton. Some of these I'm going to set aside and not use for this journal because they were pulled from my stash and probably won't have room for them. More clusters. We've got some paper clips, a dangle. This is supposed to go like on one of the, I'll set this aside, I'll use it, but it'll be attached with a bulb pin, or I mean oh goodness, you know, the little round things. Ugh. Sometimes my brain. And then we've got some more clusters, and we've got that, and then we've got another one of these, which I thought was really pretty, that we can put somewhere. So there's a lot here, so I'm going to have to put some of them aside. So let's see about getting some of these in the journal, and then we can go from there. So we could definitely put one in here. I'm thinking maybe up top, something pretty, maybe one of these little clusters. They could actually kind of stick out. Well, they don't tend to be very pretty on the back, so I don't know that I want it to stick out. Maybe if we ink it a little bit, it'll look better. Let me try that. Kind of grunge it up a little bit sometimes. With grunge helps everything, in my opinion. So I think I like that one. It says Brave. So let's get that glued on. So I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac because this is pretty heavy. I did go out to the sink and ran this under hot water and completely fixed all the stoppage there. So I'm just going to put that right there. Perfect. And then I'm not going to do anything there. This one could definitely have a paper clip that could hold something else. So let's go ahead and get this in here. So this one has to go on a right side page because of the way the paper clip is attached. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that right here. Normally, again, I wouldn't do this on a vellum page because vellum is kind of fragile, but it's backed with this magazine page, so I'm thinking it will be okay like that. So there, we've got that. Doesn't really hold much just because of the way it's positioned, but it could potentially. Actually, I don't think I want it on that page. I think it's going to rip up that edge, so let's hold on to that for something else. Let's see. We wanted something in here. We'll come back for the tags and journal cards here in a moment. This paper's pretty light, so I don't want to attach a bunch of stuff to it. This one's nice and thick, so this would be a good one for a paper clip. This one is beautiful. It says beautiful, actually. So, for some reason, this is not really staying in, that paper clip. Maybe we should do a cluster up there, because then we could also tuck that under the cluster. Where'd the clusters go? Oh, we've got these though. So let me take this off momentarily and put this on like so. And then that's pretty on that side. Not you know, startling beautiful. I guess we could put something on the back of it, couldn't we? We could put that on there. Yeah, let's do it. Again, as I mentioned in the other video, I like this kind of stuff in my journal. I know that it bulks things up, but it makes it so beautiful to look at. And for me, that's what it's about. Like, it's something to really, really just kind of take in and absorb and enjoy. So I don't know that this tag is going to work here anymore. Let's see if it'll hold under there. I guess it will, kind of. That'll help it, but I don't know. I might have to change my mind on this. I've not used these paper clips before, so they seem to be a little bit flimsy. So we'll see. I will look at that. Actually, probably what would be... sorry guys. I'm all over the place again. Because that is not going to stay on. So we're going to also have to secure this with a paper clip. or something. I'm wondering if I could do like a piece of Velcro. Let's do a piece of Velcro. That's it's low profile and an easy fix. So let's do that really quick. So I'm going to put the sticky dot on the back of this, and I'm going to get the soft side. Sorry, that's off camera, and put it fluffy side down like that. And then we're going to place it over the page, and then we will close it down, and it'll be exactly where we want it to be. So let's do that. I'm going to kind of put it about there, I think, like so. So now that will stay. So I don't think this is really going to work because it's too bulky. So this is going to have to find a different home, but that is okay. This is a great writing space. Actually, I wonder if this could go in this pocket. Again, it's pretty tight. Oh, that will work. Yes. Perfect. Awesome. So we will need to have something to go in here, but we'll come back to that in a moment. And then we've got this page that would be great for a paper clip. So, oh, I love this one. Look at that, sweetheart. And it actually goes, but it goes on the, it has to be on a right side page. I think I did some of both, hopefully. Oh no, that's a left side page too. Oh my goodness, they all have to go on the right. What was I thinking? This is a hidden paper clip though, we could use this. So let's do that. Oh my word, oh my word. Let's just put this right here. So it just slides on there, and then you can feel when you've hit the end. So that's beautiful. I love that. Perfect. And we don't really have a lot of, oh, we've got these clusters that we made for the tea bag. So this would be nice here, and I could just do, I don't know, maybe put a little bookmark or something in there. I think I'll use that there, so I'm going to glue that on 3 sides so that it is, actually it can be glued on all 4 sides because it is a pocket in itself. So, can you tell I'm in a hurry to get this done? I really, really need to be done with this journal. I will do a flip through after I give it to her. I don't think she watches my channel, but I don't know for sure. So I think we're going to put it right here, and then just give that a good press. And then I'm going to get my ruler because I want to make sure that none of that glue gets anything stuck. And I'm also going to slide this over so that it's not in line with that, just kind of over there. Yeah. So let's get the ruler in there and just make sure that our pocket is not gummed up. So this is the pocket of the tea bag, the top of it, the opening right here. So that looks good. So we'll be able to tuck something in there in a moment. And there's so much ephemera, you guys. This would be beautiful to put something here. Might be overkill though. This is kind of a pretty page just like it is, but this would be gorgeous. Yes, this one right here. So this one I'm gonna bend it a little bit. It's a little stiff because it has a lot of layers. So I'm just bending it to make it a little bit more flexible. And again, this was one that was made after I bought the kits, but it wasn't made for this journal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and glue it on. I'm going to glue it on, goodness gracious, this side and this side. I am gluing it on the paper part, not on the fabric, because I want that to be nice and secure. So we're going to stick this over here, and there we go. So we've got another tuck. This one I would probably just put some folded up coffee dyed paper in, which I'll do off camera. You guys don't need to see me do that, but that'll be a tuck spot as well. Nothing needed there. So we're not going to be able to use all this stuff, you guys. You probably knew that though, right? I wonder. So that's that. So now we're into the second signature. Sorry, I'm a little off camera here. Let's see if we can get this one in here. Let's give this a home. I actually really love it right here because I think it really makes those flowers pop. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put some Velcro on here. And it'll be gorgeous. I've never done an over the page cluster before, so wasn't quite sure how this was gonna pan out in the end, but I think it's gonna be fine. So we're gonna again put that over here. This will not be able to be moved, so that's just something to keep in mind because it's Velcroed down. I mean, it can be moved and that it can be taken off, but it has to be put back on the same spot. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Perfect. Perfect. And then she can still write here. I think we're going to leave this just as something beautiful because I think we've got a little bit too much going on here. Oh, that would be pretty there though, wouldn't it? Would that be, oh, look at that. Yes. I like that. Let's do it. Just put it right there. Yeah. That should be fine even if I move past it. Let's see, we've got this one. I don't know if we want to do anything there. Oh, we do have to start using these though because they only go on one side. What was I thinking? Not really one that goes with this color scheme though. This would be pretty though. It's a little cluster. I don't think so. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy, right? So we could put this right here. I don't know why I did those all on the same side. Usually when I'm making these for a Crash Your Trash, I make some for both sides of the page. So again, a piece of coffee dyed paper will probably get slipped in there, or a really lightweight journaling card or tag. So there we've got that, and that is all nice and full. We've got this page that could do with something. So we've got this one would be pretty here, just kind of off the side here. So let's do that. Sorry for my arm in the way. Come on, Cara-Renee. It's not that hard. Promise. There we go. Okay, let's just move her up a little bit. So again, that'll be a great spot for a piece of coffee dyed paper or anything that she would want to stick in. So that's the other thing, is that the recipient, Sherry, could stick important thing, maybe Bible verses or photos or letters that she's received. She might want to put in here and she could just tuck it in there. So I hope to be able to see her and give it to her in person so I can kind of talk through everything that's going on here. So let's see what else we've got here. We've got another paper clip, this paper clip, which would be kind of pretty right here. And it's another one that's covered on both parts. I'm going to put that up here. Maybe. There we go. It says hope, because I love the beads there. So again, that's another great place for a journaling card. Maybe we'll just stick something like this up in there. We'll see. And then we've got one more. I do want to get this other over the page thing, but like, we need to get it in the last signature, I think. So let's just get on to that last bit. See what it looks like on the other side. That doesn't really go with that page. In case you didn't know, I am a matchy-matchy person, so I like things to go together. Although that would be really pretty because it, nope, not the right color green. Let's see, what do we have? This thing got so full so fast. This all happened today. This all happened today. It It went poof. You know what? Maybe I could put it right here. Let's do that. Kind of more in the center of the journal. I think that will actually, nope, it's not going to stay. So let's put a Velcro on there as well. We can do what we want, right? We can do what works. There's no rules, right? No rules in junk journaling. I don't think there's any rules in art in general, but that's my personal opinion. Okay, so let's just get that on there, kind of at that edge of that transition, like so. And so that's another great place where some coffee dyed paper or something can go in there. And I may not come back and put stuff in the pockets. I'm not sure. We've got so much going on here. So much going on. So I am making the journal for Evie as well. So if I don't get everything in here, I can totally do it, use them in her journal. Hers is going to be a rose themed kind of journal as well. A little bit different specifications, which I have to go back and review before I actually start on it. I'm going to put this down here because I think it will help with the bulk overall. That's not a tuck or anything, it's just a little cluster. It was actually intended to be a page edge cluster, I think, when I made it. That is the end. So I feel pretty darn good about this. I didn't use 2 of the paper clips, and this was an old piece, so I'm not concerned about that. I didn't use 2 of the little page edge clusters, and this was an old one as well, so not feeling bad about that. And we got everything in here. We need to do another tea bag though, because we only have 1 in here. So let's see. Oh, this one would be beautiful on this page. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll hold on to the other 2 for another project. So I'm going to glue it on this side and this side. So turning it around, this side and this side. Actually, no, it gets all the way glued down again because it is a pocket in itself because it's a tea bag. So that's okay. I am easily confused, as you can tell. Okay, so let's just stick that right there. It'll be beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna pause here though and make sure that because obviously a tea bag is has some sheerness to it, so I don't want any of that glue to get in there and close our pocket. So that's that. And then we do have 1 more paper clip, but I think we're going to hold it. So let's see. Let's go back to the beginning again. I mean, look at this chunky monkey, you guys. It's not even going to really close anymore. Like, look at that. Oh my goodness, it's so fat. It's so fat, but it's okay. I'm going to just evaluate and see. I'm going to go really minimal on adding anything else to this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to add any more ephemera. I'm going to add some coffee dyed paper. I might put a little something in this pocket. Not that though. So hold on. Let's see what we got here. That could go in there. These are just pieces from the kit that I pulled out. Thinking that they would be, and I want to use this because I'll show you that in a second. I spent some time on it. This would be really pretty in a pocket, but it's going to be probably too big. Is it going to be too big? Yes. Let's trim it off a little bit. It is coffee stained on the other side, so I'm actually going to cut around all edges so that they don't look weird, because there's this natural kind of torn paper edge look to the digital that I don't want it to look weird if I only cut off part of it. So there we go. So let me ink this up really quick. We will be done shortly. And then we'll do a flip through. This one was really fun to do. It was challenging though, because my process was very broken because of all the interruptions and stuff that I had. with being sick and stuff. So I'm going to trim that edge a little bit more because it's still sticking out a bit. I just think it goes with that image, so we're going to stick that in there. That's not going to create too much bulk. And I think I'll put another piece of coffee dyed paper in here, or maybe, I don't think we're going to be able to use, well, maybe a tag. Oh, it's just going to be too bulky. I'm going to have to just use these in another journal. That's just the reality of it. I created a lot of ephemera. A lot. Let's see what else we've got here. So we need something in this pocket, or maybe I'll just leave that for her to put something in. It feels so tight though. Let me make sure it's not encumbered here. Yeah, it's completely open. It's just because it's mixed media, so it has gesso and paint, and then the layers of paper, it's a little bit tight. So I'm not going to put anything in there. I'm going to just let that be. Sometimes I change my mind before I actually send it out, and I might add some more things to it, but I think I'm going to leave this. I'm going to try to create some really narrow bookmarks maybe to put in there for those little clusters, so that's good. And then this, we'll just put some coffee dyed paper in, I believe, off camera, unless I want to put that in there. Oh, that would probably be fine. Let's ink that up. It's pretty low profile. I think next time I will do less pages in each signature. I think that each of these had 8 pages, and maybe 6 would be good because they're so bulked up. It would really help. Or maybe do 4 signatures with 5 pages in each instead. So let's just stick that in there. Again, not too bad, and it actually matches that cluster. And then here we've got that tag is in there. That's just fine. And then we've got this pocket, so we want to put something in there just temporarily. Yeah, let's just stick it in there. I might change my mind, but just for the sake of the video. We were just about done, guys, and then that's the end of Beloved Beauty Journal, other than the flip through. So let's stick it in like that. That's pretty. I might put some coffee dyed paper in there as well. We'll see. And I really, really love this. I really love it, but I don't know if it's actually going to go in this journal because this is so, I'm going to take it out just to see if there's any difference in the bulk. And then I'm going to leave this for her to do whatever she wants with it. You know, she could use it for anything. She could take it out and use it in her Bible if she wanted to. She just have to keep in mind that Velcro. And let's see what else we've got here. So we've got great writing space. We don't want to encumber that at all. And then that's good writing space. And this was, I'm going to put some coffee dyed paper in some of those, under those paper clips, I think. So I think I'm going to call this done. And again, if I add anything to it, I will try to point that out when I do the flip through. But I think we're just going to be done today. This is a fat, she's a fat girl. Look at that. Fat. So, but it does, I mean, she's not too gator mouthy, like not pushing her down. She's that big. So she's definitely wider than the spine. So the spine is, I'm going to show you exactly what a gator mouth she is. So I'm going to push it just a little bit just to kind of get it to go down. So it's got a 3-inch spine, and it's got a just under 4 inches of a gator mouth. So that's really not that bad. So I am happy with that, and I will see you next time. I'll see you in the flip through video, and then probably between now and then there'll be other videos that I'll be doing because I have to get this to her before I do a video. Again, I don't think she watches my tutorials, but I don't know for sure. So anyway, take care, you guys. Bye-bye.